This is the session on Tuesday, September 7th, about acts of kindness and the incredible power of kindness. And in the film that I'm about to show, I just want you to be aware of, how the young boy feels in this situation. It's a common story about a teenager. And it's really quite amazing when you think of it, what this experience that he absolutely didn't want, how it changed his life. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to, yes. I don't know.
Oh, this is so funny. I can't believe you told him that. You should have seen his face. He was actually crying.
Excuse me. You just hit me in the head. Don't you have something to say?
Come on, man. Apologize to the gray head. She almost croaked.
Whatever. It's not like she has much longer anyway.
Don't you have a grandmother? Imagine someone treating her this way.
Wouldn't happen. Besides, I trained my grandma well. She knows when to shut her trap.
Yeah, so her teeth don't fall out.
Shouldn't you be at home cooking for some old fart anyway?
Oh, look. It's not talking anymore. Should've known. With a face like that, nobody would be caught dead with you.
Actually, I just lost my husband.
Oh. Well, maybe you could check with mall security. Someone might have found him sucking back a prune juice and brought him back.
Did he kill himself because he couldn't live with your ugly ass anymore?
Why, you... If you have nothing nice to say, why don't you just leave me alone?
Come on, guys. Let's go to Jimmy's and get some burgers and catch the next bus.
Okay, I'm starving.
We'll, see you later, constipator.
Carter, get out here. I'm ready to go.
I wanna go.
Move it, mister, or no more video games for the rest of the week. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah, come in.
Be polite.
Yeah, fine.
Hi, I'm Lynn, your next door neighbor. We just wanted to stop by and welcome you to the neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Angela. Nice to meet you.
We made you a little something.
Oh, that's so nice. And who is this young man?
Oh, this is my son Carter.
Nice to meet you, Carter. Would you like to come in for a cup of tea? I was just preparing some.
Sure. Carter and I have some time. Thank you. So, Angela, how do you like the neighborhood so far?
Well, I just moved in a week ago, but everybody I met so far has been very friendly. How long have you lived here?
Oh, about 5 years or so. We chose this neighborhood because it's close to my office, and there were a couple of schools close by for Carter.
You know, I used to teach at Glenview just around the corner up until I retired.
Oh, really? Oh, that's where Carter goes.
What a small world, isn't it, Carter?
I guess.
Angela, Carter's been really struggling with his grades lately, and with my schedule, I just don't have time to help him. I'm just wondering, do you do any part-time
Mom!
tutoring or?
What's with you? He just moved in. Don't start bothering her already.
Oh.
It's not like I'm failing anything.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me, young man. It'd be my pleasure to teach you a lesson or two. There'd be no trouble at all.
Oh.
In exchange, perhaps Carter could help me around the house with a few things. This move has taken a toll on my old bones.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks so much, Angela.
You're very welcome. Hello, Carter.
Hi.
Come in. We can sit in the dining room. Follow me.
Look, I'm only here because my mom is forcing me to. And if you think that I owe you anything for not ratting me out last time,
Carter, you may be a bully in the street, but you're in my house now. So you're gonna play by my rules and show some respect.
or what?
Or if you prefer, I'll tell your parents everything that went down the other day at the bus stop. I'm sure your teachers would love to hear that story, too.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Okay, fine, Mrs. Wellington.
Okay, fine, Mrs. Wellington.
Good. You see those boxes over there? I want you to move them upstairs for me.
This isn't tutoring.
Sit. I'm the teacher. You're the student. You don't get to question my teaching methods. Lift with your knees, not your back.
Mrs. Wellington, I'm done for today. I'm gonna head out now.
Thank you, Carter.
Hey,
Is that your father? I haven't seen him around. Is he working out of town?
You should ask him that yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carter. I didn't mean to upset you. I was just curious. You never mentioned him.
Look, he's gone, all right?
and he's never coming back.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Can I go now?
See you tomorrow, Carter. Carter, are you finished yet?
Yeah. Yes.
Carter, this is a classic. You just state the facts, but don't give your take on it. You need to develop your ideas. You need to immerse yourself in the story. But I don't see any of your creativity in this writing.
Because this book's boring.
Really. It's important to be open-minded in life, you know. You don't want to just gloss over your life like you did this book. You miss out on so much. Perhaps you'll find this more inspiring. What if I asked you to do your assignment on this instead?
This is an original. And it's mint. Where'd you get this?
Well, my husband Harold collected comics. Collected them since he was your age. There's boxes and boxes upstairs. Personally, I don't see what's so great about them, but if it will help you with your writing.
Have you ever read one before?
Actually, no. Couldn't get past a couple of pages. Just never appealed to me.
Oh, looks like you just gave yourself some homework because you're gonna have to read it too.
I suppose I will.
And remember, it's important to be open-minded in life. You can miss out on so much.
Ah, so you were actually listening to something I said. So we have a deal then? You come back Friday with your report and I'll review it after I finish reading the comic. This is a lot better. In fact, what you wrote helped me understand the nuances of the storylines. You could actually do a good job if you put your mind to it.
Thanks. So, did you like the comic?
It wasn't as bad as I expected. In fact,
Beat your crappy classics hands down?
I don't think I'd go that far. But I will admit, I did enjoy the part where he discovered his superpowers.
That was the best part. Mrs. Wellington, do you think I could see some more of your husband's comics?
Follow me.
Whoa! Thanks.
Those were my husband's favorites. You can borrow them if you want.
Really?
Yes, but bring them back. I might want to read a few myself.
Okay, thanks.
Besides, if something were to happen to them, Harold would come back and haunt you.
This is the first copy.
Wow.
Hey man, what gives?
Hey, look, it's that old hag from last time. Wanna go say hi?
Her again. Need that old people smell had to be coming from somewhere.
Hello.
Yo, let's go.
Whatever. Loser.
Atifa, you have a question or a comment?
This movie shows us that one act of kindness can spread into another one, even though the person theoretically didn't deserve because he wasn't kind first.
Right?
But that's not the reason for you not to be kind.
That's true. It was a good demonstration of kindness and the power that it can have. So, what actually happened? How did that guy get his mind changed? What took place? Okay.
So kindness can change a bad person for better and sweet person. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I get this result from the movie. Yeah,
Yes.
kindness is good state for a person, and it's the important state the person should have this point and this state. I think one of the point of or one of the result that the movie it's kindness change a bad person for so good and sweet person.
Why? There was a moment in that movie where the shift took place.
What, teacher?
There was a moment in that movie where the energy changed, where the boy actually got interested. And it was something that the teacher had realized?
Sorry,
was-
teacher.
Okay, anybody? How about you,
No,
Siri?
I can try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because there was the moment where she gave him the comic book, so he realized that they have something that could be common to both.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
a
Very
strange
good.
feeling.
Right. There was a moment where he realized that, oh, yes, this woman actually got him, understood something he would be interested in. And that was smart on her part to figure that out. Why did she decide to give him a comic book? It was actually it was a good example of good teaching.
Yes, I think she realized he needs something. Uh, it has a little bit about his father, so she realized he needed somewhere else to travel.
Yeah,
And the comic books could help him
right.
with that. It
Yeah.
could have been any other book.
She realized first that the book that she had given him to read the first time he could care less about. And then the fact that, he had dropped that photograph, and then she realized that his father had died and that he was in pain. That's what we all share. We all share the experience of loss. And once we see that in each other, we become much more able to understand each other and to interact as two human beings, not as a teenager and an old lady. The labels go away. And that's what we need to make happen when we're with someone, is we need to find the person, find the pain, find the love, find the feelings. And that's where kindness becomes really powerful. Because when we understand that and when we act on it and act kindly and, communicate with someone on a level that resonates with them, then we become very powerful in our kindness. It's universally true. Nancy, do you have any comments on this movie?
I think that she was an experienced enough teacher that she immediately created a dominant position to him. She wouldn't put up with his bullying. She spoke very sternly and almost harsh. So she established domination before she understood that he didn't have a dad and that he needed something he'd be interested in. Because if she had knuckled under means submitted to their bullying, it would never have taken place.
That's true. So she was sure enough about herself and about her worthiness to be looked at as a person. That was an important part of the interaction. You're absolutely right. And that is true also for all of us when we are interacting with someone else. If we allow ourselves to be frightened by another person, then they will never see us as long as we're playing that frightened role as somebody worth paying attention to. So that is also a very important piece of this interaction. We've been talking about having a heart at war or a heart at peace. And basically, that's what we saw in this movie, that when the teacher established herself as an experienced teacher, as somebody worth paying attention to, she opened the door for the boy to begin to take her seriously. Because before that, all she was an old lady. She was a label. She wasn't Mrs. Wellington. Was that her name? She was not a person. So another way of putting this is when you really begin to relate to the person by their name rather than by the label the blank or a blank. You're seeing each other as people. And that is the key, the place that we need to be acting from on both sides in any conversation. What are you doing?
I'm I'm replanting a plant. She was struggling to survive on the vase.
I see. So you were being kind to a plant. Cool. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, kindness extends to the earth and to all other beings, all species. So thank you for being kind to a plant.
It has a lot more of plants now that I realize. I had only one vase, but now I think I can cover almost all my yard. And
Good.
with them, there's new ones, there are old ones, and middle ones.
Yep.
That I could.
And plants love it when you pay attention to them. They
Yes,
really
have,
respond, just like the boy did.
Yeah, I don't know if my I can show. I have one plant where I moved to this house in a month, kind of, and this plant here
Oh yeah.
was almost dying. So I started putting water.
Right.
And now she's.
Oh, look at that.
I think it's have one more here. Where is it? Here.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yes, and there one more that I didn't know it was gonna give me a flower.
Oh, yay! You're good at this. Wow. Wonderful.
And I have a few others here for making tea and for food.
Uh-huh.
And
Wow.
then I'm soon it's gonna be almost a forest in here.
Right. Wonderful. Boy, in a month, as the weather warms up there, your What do you call that space that you're in?
It's kind of my yard.
Okay, your yard is going to be beautiful.
Yes.
And
Those are the plants that I separated. So
right. Oh wow, you're going to have lots of those. Oh my gosh, fabulous.
a lot more than I expected.
I guess that's really great.
Yes.
And
That's a good plant. That is the one that they say that protected the house.
yep. Well, you know, plants are living beings, and our energy communicates with theirs. So they give us love, we give them love.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Sabrina has a friend, a good friend of hers in Turkey, who apparently disappeared 5 days ago. So they're looking for her actively now, and that's why she had to leave. So I'm going to pray for her and for her friend that, you know, it works out and that it turns out that she's safe.
Yes. I will do it.
So thank you for joining us. And I am not sure yet what we're going to talk about next Wednesday, but it will be something having to do with kindness and the power of kindness.